In this video, I'll discuss illusion knitting. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Illusion knitting, or also known as shadow knitting, is a knitting technique that's not too difficult, but it produces hidden messages in your knitting. So illusion knitting is a garter-based knitting technique, and so from the a 90-degree look at the fabric, it just looks like stripes, like garter stripes. But when you change the viewing angle, the hidden picture or message appears in the fabric. Here's another example. This is my illusion argyle scarf. And you can see the argyle pattern appears when viewed at a more acute angle. But the fabric is just stripes. It's the garter bumps and the placement of the garter bumps that produces the pattern. Here's what the wrong side of this fabric looks like. So it is not a reversible fabric. The wrong side is attractive as well, but the pattern is much more visible on the wrong side. To work this successfully, you need to use two colors of yarn that are highly contrasting colors to each other. So a white and a bright color are great choices. You also need to choose a yarn that gives good stitch definition, so something that's nice and round and bouncy. Think of things that would be appropriate cable knitting yarns. And you want to work at a gauge that is fairly tight for the yarn weight that you are using. We want the purl bump ridges to rise as high as they can, so you want a nice tight gauge so that all of those purl bumps are nice and tightly locked together. Let's talk about how then you work these patterns. There are rows of two colors. Every color gets two knitted rows. This helps to avoid bicolored purls, so you are getting nice clean color stripes in each color stripe. The first row of every new color, so the right side row, is always knitted straight across. There's no patterning going on. So if you are on a right side row and you've just switched your color, you're going to knit straight across. There's nothing more to it than that. It's on the wrong side rows that the purl bumps get added and the pattern starts to take shape. The charts for these designs can take many different forms. There's no standardized charting system for this type of knitting, but this is one type of chart that you may see, and only the wrong side rows are charted because all of the right side rows are simply knit across with the color that you're using. It's the wrong side rows, so all of your rows are read from left to right because they're wrong side rows, and we're working flat in this case. The boxes will tell you when to purl and when to knit. So it's the knit stitches while on a wrong side row that will produce the purl bumps on the right side that produce the pattern. So I'm on a wrong side row and I will follow my chart to knit 3 stitches and purl 1 stitches. And so the knit stitches in this dark green will end up as purl stitches on the right side, which will produce a ridged bump, which will be visible and produce the pattern in on the right side. So then I will knit 4 and then I will purl 3, and so on. So it's the wrong side rows where you will work a combination of knits and purls that produce the pattern on the right side of the fabric. So this technique is simply knits and purls, and the combination of knits and purls produces the pattern on the right side of the work. In this example, I'm using dark green. So when the dark green has purl bumps, the white stripes you will see will have knit stitches so that they recede in the valley, and the purl bumps then are what's visible when you look at it from the side. The knit stitches recede into the valley, the purl stitches ascend to the mountaintop and create that illusion of the white going away and the green only being visible. And so also same concept, when the white is visible and has purl ridges, the green stripes nearby will be knit stitches, so that when the knitting is viewed at an angle, the white goes to the mountaintops and the green recedes down in the valleys of those knit stitches. So like I said, the charting can be different from pattern to pattern depending on the designer. Just simply follow what pattern you are using says, and keep in mind that all right side rows are knit all the way across, and it's the wrong side rows where you are combining knits and purls to create the illusion pattern. So that's illusion knitting in a nutshell. It's not a difficult technique. It's a lot of fun. It's just knits and purls. It's in the combination of your knits and purls. So it's not too difficult, but still entertaining to work. Have you done illusion knitting before? Was it fun? Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments below. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.